This is the plaintiff, Shaquin Wilson. She says she purchased what turned out to be a real lemon of a car with a blown engine from the defendant's used car lot. The car's undrivable. He refuses to take it back, and she's suing the snake in the grass salesman for the $5,000 she paid. This is the defendant, Steve Bradley. He says he gave the plaintiff a 30-day warranty on the car she purchased from him, and several months later, she brought it back to him with an engine light indicator. He told her it needed a new camshaft position sensor. She never had the repair made, continued to drive around and ruin the engine. Now she wants her money back? Ha! He's accused of selling a piece of junk.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff bought a crappy car from the defendant's lot. It had a blown engine, a whole bunch of stuff wrong. But the defendant says she had a 30-day warranty, waited too long. It's the case of, I wouldn't buy a used car from this guy, except I did.
Thank you, Douglas. Shaquin Wilson?
Yes.
Okay, you are suing Steve Bradley of Pro Touch Auto Incorporated. You're the owner, right?
Yes.
You're suing his business for $5,000 that you want returned to you for a car that you purchased from him that has been nothing but a headache. Tell me what happened.
On May 14th, 2015, I purchased the car from Mr. Bradley, a 2006 Volkswagen Passat. About a week later, it stopped.
Okay, do you have the paperwork from the transaction?
I have a receipt for the down payment.
You don't have a contract?
I don't. They didn't give me anything.
Okay, are you a Pro Touch Auto Incorporated is engaged in what business?
Auto repairs and auto sales.
Okay, so how do you sell a car without having the paperwork?
Well, she definitely had paperwork.
Oh, okay.
She probably
So do
doesn't
you have
have
a
it with
copy
her.
of it?
No, I didn't bring it with
How do
me.
you not bring it when you're getting sued about it? How do both sides show up with their hands in their pockets for me to figure out what the deal was? Are you kidding me? You're the dealer and you didn't bring the contract that you're being sued on?
Right.
We don't have paperwork, schmaperwork. Why do we have to bother? Go ahead.
About a week later, the car shut off at a stop sign. The check engine light and airbag light came on. He said he's not a foreign dealership. He doesn't deal with foreign cars that he sells, so he doesn't have the machine. He said, give him some time, he'll get the machine. He did get the machine and told me I needed...
Wait, I'm sorry. What kind of warranty do you have on the car?
He told me it was a 3-month warranty.
Is it a 3-month warranty?
30 days.
Oh, look at that. Now we don't know because nobody brought the paperwork. You got the paper. You have to have the paperwork, right?
Yeah, New York lemon law is 30 days.
No, I'm not asking you that. I know the New York law.
Yeah,
I'm asking you where's your paperwork. I'm going to give you a recess and you're going to get the paperwork, right? You can access it. There's somebody at your dealership who will send it to you by fax if we give you access to a fax machine so I can see what the warranty says?
Yeah, probably so.
Okay, great. Court's in recess.
Okay, so you've heard this thing about used car dealers having a bad reputation. Is that deserved or bogus?
It's deserved.
Why do you say? I mean, why are they so bad if, just because they're used car dealers?
Well, they should explain more about the cars exactly and their history.
But do you think they're fraudulent by nature?
Yes.
Really?
I think they have.
You think they're less ethical than new car dealers?
Yes.
Why?
I think they know they have less of legal obligations as far as what they can guarantee.
We'll talk about that. We will. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to put a pin in it. We're going to talk about that going inside the courtroom.
Okay, so you got the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and according to the paperwork, it is a 30-day warranty, not a 90-day warranty. You saw that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go on. What happened?
He was supposed to fix a part in my car. He said it was called a Cadillac converter part. Once he didn't have the machine, he made me wait a little bit longer to get it fixed.
Converter.
Yeah.
Good.
And once I brought it back...
if he could convert it to a Cadillac.
Yeah. Once
Which
I came back
often
in,
heard it called, actually.
once I came back in, he did fix the part. The lights still was on.
Okay.
Then he told me I needed another part that dealt with the vacuum.
Okay.
This is 2 weeks later. He fixed that part also for free.
Okay. And did that turn the light off?
No.
Okay.
So a little after that, my exhaust pipe was hanging. I came in. He fixed that also and said, this should take the lights off. The lights did not go off.
Okay, so this last repair that he does is when?
This repair now is July.
July?
Yes.
Okay, and did he fix that for free?
Yes.
And did you show him, look, the lights are still on?
Yeah, he knew.
And what'd he say?
He said, okay, I just fixed a couple things in your car. Give me a little bit of time. I'll fix it.
Okay.
Now it's August. It's beginning of August, and he's like, you know, you don't have to rush me. I just fixed a whole bunch of stuff in your car, plus your warranty is over. And at this time, I'm like, but these problems was there before, you know?
Yeah, he's getting tired of fixing stuff.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
was like, your warranty's over, and I pretty much, he didn't want to help me out.
Okay, so you're still driving it with the lights?
Yes, I'm
And
still
what-
trying to get it repaired from him, but now he tells me I need a part called a cam converter. He said to look it up on eBay. When I looked it up, it came back as a camera for a car. So I'm like, why do I need a camera? And he's like, I don't know. I'm gonna look into it and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't need a camera. But
And after that, by him saying I needed that part, he said, it's no guarantee that your car will work. My car shut off for good on January 7th. And he told me I would have to pay him $130. And I felt like from the beginning, a week from when I purchased the car, it was like this, and you never
did you ever
fixed
take it to another mechanic?
I did.
And what'd that mechanic say?
They said the timing belt jumped or something like that. But I took it to 2 places, and they said that
Can
was
I
true.
see any estimates you have from any mechanics to fix the last problem? And let me hear
Yes.
from you.
Like she said, she bought a car, Your Honor, back in May 2015. Shortly after, she did have a problem. A check engine light came on. I can't remember exactly what it was for, but like she said, I stood by it. She came by maybe 2 or 3 times in the first, 3 months of purchasing the vehicle. She only had a 30-day warranty to start with, you know what I mean? So
Right, but if I have the same problem for 60 days because you haven't fixed it, that's part of the warranty. The deal is she's got to call you, alert you, and let you know
No,
about the
that's-
problem. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a sentence. Did I breathe and give you the impression I was done speaking? So she's in the middle of the warranty when she complains, and then the reason you're fixing it is because you know that. You're fixing it for a couple months after that is because it's the same problem that keeps coming up.
she's telling you that the check engine light never went off. I'm telling you that I repaired the car. So
And did the check engine light go off?
And it did go off.
And then how long would it take for it to go back on?
Well, she came back a few times, like over months, like she said. She'll have a
Right,
muffler.
but she would let you know that the light was back on within a day or two.
No, I would not see her for like maybe two, 3 months. She'll pop up, oh, my muffler hanging, my car running funny. So every time she come, we'll, take time out, look at her car.
Do you create paperwork? I shudder to ask. Do you create paperwork whenever she brings a car in?
No.
I need to, this is what the case is about. Whether or not the problem she has now is as a result of a problem you never got fixed that she talked to you about during the warranty period. Do you
No, like
understand
she
that?
said, she brought
But
her
do you
car-
understand how
I
maybe
understand
then
that.
paperwork would be important for me to see the different dates of things?
Yeah, I understand
And
that.
see that it's completely unrelated? How many times did she bring it in? Between June and January 7th, how many times did she bring it?
Maybe 3.
Do you remember when those were?
No, I remember she brought it in October. That's when the cam position sensor popped up. All her issues were resolved. So she's driving the car around. She said, I got a check engine light. She brings the car
But
in
how much time had passed before that she didn't have a check engine light?
a month, maybe 2.
Okay. And then she brings it to you and says, my check engine light is back again, and it's 2 months later.
Yeah. it's
And then
for-
what happens?
We scan the vehicle, do a diagnostic scan on the vehicle. We said it needs a cam position sensor. It's related to the timing. It's a serious part. You can't keep driving the car with this problem. We called the dealer, priced it out at the dealer. Of
How
course,
much was it?
$200 and some odd dollars. I told her to check on eBay. It might be a little cheaper on eBay. She claimed she
I
couldn't
mean, you
find.
clearly at this point figured that it was going to be your expense or you wouldn't be checking eBay.
He told me to look the part up.
Well, I mean, you're not a
Not for a
secretary.
price.
Yeah, you're not a secretary, okay? If you're looking at it on eBay, it's for you to purchase on eBay. That's why he sent you to eBay to look for the part. He told you the price at the dealer was going to be 200 and something.
He told me if he get the part from me, it's $500. Then he called back. I hung up on him. I'm not paying you $500. Then he called back and said, I can get it for $50.
Then why didn't you bring it in?
I didn't feel like I should have to pay him when he
50
never
bucks?
told me this before.
So your car's been dead since January. It's been dead for 2 months over $50 that he was asking you for? Is that what you're saying?
I already made my mind up about court, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, and did you bring it to somebody else to do for $50? Or are you just not driving the car?
No, it doesn't start at all. It's
Okay.
just in the
And
driveway.
what has another shop has told you that what it's going to cost? Oh, well, this is like 2 days ago, we went to a shop. Did you bring the car there? It's not drivable. How did you get the car there for the estimate?
Towed. I got it towed.
Do you have a
before
tow
that.
receipt?
Yes.
So it's at this place since when?
It's now in the yard. It was only there for 3 days. It went from their
It's
shop
now
to the yard.
What yard?
My witness Daisy's yard.
But this estimate was created 3 days ago.
Just the paper, but it wasn't there 3 days ago. He didn't give me a receipt that day, so I went back.
How does he remember what it is that was necessary as work?
I was very upset as if it was his problem, so he knew.
So he created a $2,600 receipt? Okay. You know, the question is what went wrong something that was wrong within the first 30 days? So a long time has passed past the 30 days. It strikes me as there's something else wrong with your car, and when he tells you the dealer's going to charge $200, that's not in my price range, we'll check on eBay, sometimes you can get a better price, and you're checking on eBay, that strikes me as you knowing that, oh, these 11 months later, that it's not related to the original 30-day issue. He's testifying that he told you, don't drive on it like this because this is a problem. Whether he told you that or not, we do know you continue to drive on it like that because 11 months have passed. And it's just, you know, it's too late. It's far more likely that this is an unrelated problem under the facts and circumstances that I have heard, and therefore I'm ruling in favor of the defendant. Good luck, everybody.
So the defendant prevails in this case. Ms. Wilson, sorry, you didn't convince the judge that you should prevail, so how do you feel?
Upset. He lied. She really didn't give me a chance to talk, but upset. It's fine.
Okay, what's the situation now?
I will have a repo on my account. Hopefully the world sees what kind of man he is and don't purchase a car from him.
And what about the car itself? How are you getting around?
I'm not getting around. No, the car doesn't work.
Yeah, so you're still out of luck.
Yeah, out of a car and money.
Okie dokie, thank you very much. You have some documents to sign in the back, and now the defendant's on his way out of the courtroom. You know, it sounds to me like this car turned out to be as much of a lemon for you as it was for her. Would you agree?
No, I wouldn't say that. The car was something that she didn't know was going to cost her. You know, it was a foreign car, German car. She wasn't in a position to upkeep the vehicle.
And were you really knowledgeable enough about the car yourself to know
Absolutely.
what situation it was?
Absolutely.
You were. All right. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. You prevailed. We appreciate it that way. Okay? Harvey, what do you think?
You know, there are a lot of states that actually give consumers automatic warranties when you buy a used car. But I'm telling you, when you get a warranty, the key is you got to read it. I know it's hard, but if you can't have somebody else do it, it's super important.